This is a Freightliner M2. It is a 2017, I believe. The belt for the fan is all sorts of frayed. It's just messed up. It just needs to be removed, and I'll show you an easy way, the easiest way actually to do that. You're gonna need the belt, obviously, and this is a 1/2 inch ratchet. This is a torque one. You don't need a torque one. This is just to get it on and off. It's just easier with the ratchet, and then a pair of snips, and that is for the airline, which is right there. And then quarter to quarter union, and then you should be set. I've done quite a few of these, and I used to just detach down there, and it's a 50-50 shot if that thing is gonna go back on or if it's gonna get messed up. When it gets messed up and you've got to replace it, it's just not that fun to get down there. So what I started doing, taking a union and just cutting right about here, sliding all of it in there, getting the old belt off of it, and then pushing this back in. And that has saved me, for the most part, a lot of time, because if it gets messed up down there, it can take a while. It's just fiddly. And then what I do is I put one of these. That's why I have this, but this can save you potentially quite a bit of time. If there is any air in the line, the fan will not move, and so you gotta drain the air. What I generally do is just do that until it stops making noise. And we've got all the air drained out that I can get doing that. But as you can see, the fan still will not move. Now, the reason we drained it is because when you cut this or remove from down there, either way, it's gonna spray a bunch of air at you. Could get stuff in your eyes, I don't know, just kind of a safety thing. It's now cut, and as you can see, the fan just moves freely because all the air is released. Pull these up just a little bit and cut maybe an inch or so, 1.5 inches off. And then you wanna make sure that that is about as round as you can get it. There we go, got that trim back, and we're gonna go ahead and put it on here. Push on fairly hard while you grab this side and just press on there. And if you're trying to yank it like that and it's not coming off, you're good. Don't put this back on right now, because that would totally defeat the reason we cut it. Go ahead and pull this down and just pull this through. The airline is detached as much as we need it to be, and now we go ahead and get the belt off. Before you take the belt off, one thing you can do is take a picture and try to get as much as you can in the picture. That way, if you get confused or you're wrapping it the wrong way and it just doesn't fit, and that might help you getting it back on if you can't quite figure it out. Get your 1/2 inch ratchet on there, push that way towards the driver's side, and that will release the tension. You can either slip it off here or down there just to work that out. And it now has some tension on it, and it's not going to slide off very easily. The ratchet, that is, it's up against here, but you can go ahead and leave that off, because you can pull the belt up and around, and you don't actually have to remove that ratchet until you get the new belt back on. And there's basically 2 ways to get this belt off. Cut it, but if you were putting this through for warranty, you don't want to do this. If it was a brand new belt and you work at Fleet, then you want to go ahead and save this, because they might want to look at it for warranty and see exactly why it got frayed. But if you're not going to cut it, then you go ahead and slip it over the fan and rotate the fan. Watch out for that airline. Rotate this freely, and then go ahead and do that over each fin. The only thing I really have a headache with sometimes, it's not even really that bad, is sometimes the belt around the bottom, right under here, it will get stuck. So you got to just shimmy it and wiggle it towards the front, and then it'll come out. But that's really the only issue, and you might even have it all with this. In this case, the belt was just really old. It was falling apart, and it just actually started splitting. So that's why we're replacing this one. There's really no other issue. It's just really old. At this point, go ahead and get the new belt on, and make sure to get it over the airline near the side of the radiator. And you don't have to worry about direction with new belts these days. Older style, they would only go one way, but that was way back in the day. I don't even know if they make them like that anymore. But go ahead and get this on, and then you go ahead and get it on the bottom. That's, out of all of this whole thing, that's about the most difficult part. At this point, even though it's not all the way on, I like to line up just about everything that I can, especially the bottom. And what I will usually do is get it lined up perfectly on the passenger side with everything except the alternator, just lined up, and then I will push that way as far as I can, and then loop this part up and over. And while you do that, do your best to try to keep everything still lined up. If one thing is off, sometimes they will jump on just fine. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes once you start it up, it'll fly off, or it'll just rip the belt back up. So you want to get this as lined up as possible as you get it up and over. There we go, I got it on. I don't have a tripod out here, so I can't hold the camera while I do it. But if you ever have any issue where it just won't quite reach all the way to the top, even if you're pushing it all the way, then likely somewhere down there you've gotten it slightly offset, because that will take up any slack that you should have to go ahead and get this on. But once everything looks good, then you can go ahead and reattach the airline and get it started. One thing I do is, either with my eyes or a camera, is look straight down and make sure everything that you see as far as the belt is completely lined up with each other. So you can see right there, it's straight, and looking right here, everything looks straight as well, just down the line with the belt. And that's ultimately what you want, is everything to just look perfectly straight and match up. And then you should be set to feed the airline back up through here and get it connected right there. Got that back on. And once you've got all your tools off and the airline is reconnected, everything's looking good and lined up, you go ahead and start it and get the air back in. Also, once you start it, if there's going to be anything wrong, you will notice immediately. The belt will either fly off if there's an issue. You'll hear a bunch of grinding sometimes, depending if there's another issue. But yeah, go ahead and start it. And if anything is wrong, you'll know immediately just by looking up into the engine bay with the hood open, and go ahead and turn that off if that's the issue. Very rarely will that happen if you've got the belt on just fine. Once you've got it all aired up, go ahead and take a look at the air union and make sure there's no leaks there. No leaks. We're good, it's holding. If you followed this along, I hope this helped, and yeah, I hope this helped somebody. Thanks for watching and have a good day.